The school hallway was filled with students rushing to class, their chatter echoing off the walls. In the teacher's lounge, an elderly teacher sat alone, staring at a rejection letter in his hands. He had applied for funding to buy books for his struggling students, but once again, his request had been denied. Just then the principal walked in, glancing at the letter. "Maybe it's time to retire, Mr. Bennett. These kids need fresh energy." A few younger teachers snickered. The elderly teacher sighed. Before he could respond, a calm yet firm voice spoke up. "That's not how you treat someone who's dedicated his life to education." The room fell silent. Standing at the doorway was Keanu Reeves. "Where are you watching this from? Let me know in the comments. If you love uplifting stories, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more inspiring content." "Now, let's continue." The principal scoffed. "Mr. Reeves, what are you doing here?" Keanu stepped forward, placing a reassuring hand on Mr. Bennett's shoulder. "I came to visit a school that actually cares about its students, but it looks like I found something else instead." The younger teachers exchanged nervous glances. The principal folded his arms. "You don't understand. We have budgets to follow." Keanu tilted his head. "Then maybe those budgets should include respect for the people who built this school." Mr. Bennett, still stunned, tried to speak. "It's all right, Keanu shook his head. "No, it's not all right. A good teacher shouldn't have to beg for support." He reached into his pocket and pulled out a check. "This should cover the books your students need." The room went silent as Mr. Bennett's eyes widened. I can't accept this." Keanu smiled. "You can. And you will. These kids deserve the best, and so do you." The principal's face turned red as whispers spread through the room. One of the younger teachers, clearly embarrassed, finally muttered, "He's right. We should be supporting each other." Keanu turned to the principal. "Maybe it's time to rethink who really needs fresh energy here." Later that day, Mr. Bennett walked into his classroom where a stack of brand new books now sat on every desk. His students gasped with excitement, running up to him with eager hands. "Are these really for us?" one child asked. Mr. Bennett nodded, his voice thick with emotion. "Yes, and you have someone very special to thank." The next morning, a small plaque appeared on the classroom door. "Education is the foundation of change. Respect those who build it." Mr. Bennett read the words and smiled. He didn't need to ask who had placed it there. Across the city, Keanu Reeves walked the streets unnoticed, knowing he had made a difference in ways that truly mattered. As the days passed, more teachers in the school started advocating for better resources, inspired by the moment. Mr. Bennett stood taller than before, knowing that his dedication had not gone unnoticed, and in every lesson he taught, he carried the reminder that kindness and respect were the greatest lessons of all. If this story inspired you, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an uplifting story. See you in the next one.